Throughout our adolescence and our young years, there has always been one thing that has kept me up at night as I transition from a young adult to a man. One thing that I hate. School drills! Did I scare you? Because I am scared. And I also don't understand school drills. They really just don't make any sense. A school drill is when the school mandatorily made everyone come out of class and stand in a fucking field for like 80,000 years. Literally the exact amount of time it took you to get some bitches. But no, for real, a school drill is an exercise or routine designed to prepare students and staff for potential emergencies. These drills can simulate various emergency situations like fires, lockdowns, or severe weather. And I know in the US you guys have drills for school shootings and all sorts, which is not what we have in the UK. What we have in the UK is drills for school stabbings, which sounds like a joke, but it's a very real thing. The whole drill is just sharpen your ruler and every man for themselves. And these are called lockdown drills, which is the first type of drill I'm going to talk about. And the first type of drill I don't fucking understand. Call me NBA Youngboy because it make no sense. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Like, you're telling me if a school shooter rocks up to a school with an AK-47, probably their own school that they've done drills in as well, if they go up to a school and they see a dark classroom, they're just going to be like, oh, yeah, okay, all right, I guess no one's home. I'll just come back later, don't worry about it. No, bro, they're kicking down that door, they're booty clapping that door, and they're spraying everyone. I'm sorry, but it's the hard truth. If you really want to protect your students, which, hear me out, this idea might sound crazy, but if you really want to protect your students, make guns harder to get then. Oh, I know, it's crazy. And the same goes for the UK as well. Make knives harder to get. And stop making us do fucking school drills. Please, I've had enough. But anyway, I'm not going to get political. Let's move on to the next type of school drill, which is a fire drill. A drill that is close and near and dear to all of our hearts. You may love a fire drill, you may hate a fire drill. In fact, I know most of you probably hate a fire drill. The reason why I hated them is because they always just took so long. They have to count every person up and down and make sure everyone is there. But when these drills do happen, the thing that just genuinely annoys me the most is that the schools are just hosting these drills to get a better rating and get a better gold, silver standard to their school so that they can attract future students. They don't really care about the safety of students and making sure that everyone gets out safe. In the UK, they would time how long it took to count up everybody in the school. And then they would compare that against other schools and then they would get their rating. A better rating means you're a better school, which means you get more future students. It's sounding like an NBA 2K pyramid scheme, to be honest. Like, I know for a fact Ronnie 2K has to be behind these school drills. He is the reason. He is the person we should blame for all of this. And if it's not a mandatory fire test, 9 times out of 10, that just means some twat has pulled the fire alarm. Like, do you smell that? It smells like somebody's a piece of shit. There must have been over 20, 30 fire alarms that had gone off in my school career. And I don't think once there was a fire. The odds of a fire alarm going off and there being an actual fire are the same odds as you investing in Bitcoin in 2011. And we had so many kids in our school that were like this. They would just pull the fire alarm all the time because they thought it was funny. Oh, you think it's funny? It ain't funny. When I was younger, I used to enjoy when the fire alarm went off because it meant I didn't have to do school. But as I got older, it just became so much more of a painful burden. It's like, oh God, now I have to get up, walk to the field, and then stand in the field and wait for everybody else to come for like another 30 minutes. And you'd always have the teacher screaming at the top of their lungs saying, single file. Please walk out in an orderly single file fashion. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. And I don't even really think it's that effective, bro. Like, for real, most people can read where a fire exit sign is. If they're getting confused by that, then maybe they do deserve to just burn in a fire. You know, survival of the fittest and all that. And if a fire ever actually went off, like a proper fire, like if I started seeing flames burning my classroom down, I ain't waiting for nobody, bro. I don't care if my name is Zachary Zickdicker, bro. I am not waiting at the back of the queue to get out if there's literally a fire right in front of me. I am running to the front of that queue and I am pushing everybody aside and I am getting out of that building first. I'm sorry. Bro, Samantha, Julia, Jason, bro, all my classmates are getting fucking thrown in the fire and I am getting out of that room. I have this story of one time when I was walking to the toilets and I walked past these kids who were giggling to themselves. Giggling like some little girls, bro. Like these guys probably had about 3 pubic hairs on their body. They were that young, and I know that does sound kind of crazy, but just hear me out. Anyway, I overheard one of them say, yeah, you should pull it. Anyway, 10 minutes later, I'm washing my hands after doing my nasty business in the toilet, and I hear the fire alarm go off. I wonder who that was. Now, I'm not a snitch, okay? I would never do that. But in that moment, I was so close to snitching on these kids. You could not believe it. I was 2 months away from my exam, stressed as hell, receding hairline, return ticket to Turkey on the way, and I could not deal with this shit right now. So you know what I did? I fucking... Yeah. I did that shit. Yeah. But we haven't even talked about the worst drill yet. The drill that keeps me up at night. The drill that, I hate so much. And that's severe weather drills. I live by the ocean, and my school was very close to a river that was connected to the ocean. A very large river. So what we had was flood drills. By the way, a flood has not happened in over 20 years. In my city or town. I'm not trying to dox myself, so I'll just leave it at that. And some of the drills were just super weird. One of the drills was an alarm would go off, and then everybody would just have to jump up and stand on their desks. Like, buddy, I live in England. What type of flood do you think is gonna happen? A flash flood isn't coming. We don't live in Dubai. It's not like England is surrounded by ravenous, fierce waters that will creep up on you and drown the entire city. No. So then there's literally 0 point. It makes no sense. And if a flood does actually happen, how big of a difference do you actually think a 1 meter desk will make? You think the water will be rising up, then see the desk and be like, okay, I didn't realize the situation. You have desks? Oh, fuck. Okay, I give up. But we only did do this drill once, so I don't know. Maybe the teachers did it once and then realized, a flood's never actually gonna do a lot of damage, so this is just pointless. And they thought to themselves, yeah, you know what? Let's focus on fire drills instead. Mr. James, my old headmaster, I have a Glock 40 spaz inside my bedroom drawer. And if I ever see you trying to do another fucking fire drill, you know what's coming. If you like the video, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Which might be in 3 months. Oh, you never know.